everyone, welcome to Living Low Carb with Becky, and today we are making chewy chocolate chip cookie bars, and we are making a lot. So my suggestion is make the whole batch and maybe put some in the fridge and some in the freezer for later. All right, so for this particular recipe, right now I already have my stand mixer going. You need 8 ounces of cream cheese softened, a stick of unsalted butter softened, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and you're gonna start mixing those right away. To that, one at a time, we are just going to simply add in 5 eggs. Yes, 5 eggs. So we'll get those going, and I will let you see here in just a minute. I was in a sweet kick and I came across this recipe, and I think the reason that they say that it's chewy is because there's xanthan gum in there, number one, and the cream cheese. And I will tell you right now, you won't even taste the cream cheese in the cookie bars. I did that trick back in college before I was low carb. Somebody told me to throw some cream cheese in with my banana bread. And I was like, what? I don't want banana cream cheese bread. And they said, mix it all in, you'll never know. Chewiest banana bread. And it became one of our favorite recipes at home until I could no longer eat that recipe. But I think that's gonna help with the chewiness. So between that and the xanthan gum, you won't taste it, I promise. For those of you that are like, oh no, she said cream cheese, don't worry about it. You're not gonna taste it. So I'm adding my 5th egg right now. We're going really fast. It's not cracking, guys. Sorry. Okay, there we go. Alrighty. Get my little whisk here. Let me lift before I show you. Oh, I didn't turn it all the way off. I'm like, why is it not turning off? Silly. All right, let me just get a little bit along the side, and I'm gonna run it again for a minute. That's the only part we actually use the mixer for, is this particular part. So I just wanna get the sides here real quick. While I'm getting this, finishing up the sides, I will tell you everything else we're going to need, and then I'll aim it down. Getting it pretty good. So in this container, and I hope I remember everything, I'm doing everything off the top of my head, I have 2 cups of sweetener of choice. Now they recommend an all white sugar sweetener. I actually did half and half. I did a half white sugar sweetener of choice, and then I did a half brown sugar sweetener of choice. Just because I remember growing up with Nestle Toll House, and it was always half white, half brown. And they make plenty of the zero carb swap outs for both the white and the brown. Sorry about my dog there. 1 cup of almond flour, 1/3 cup of coconut flour. I'm gonna pause that, I'll be right back. Okay, so sorry about that. So 2 cups of sweetener of choice, all white or a mix of white and brown. 1 cup of almond flour, 1/3 cup of coconut flour. 1/2 teaspoon of xanthan gum. That's gonna be the part that helps it get chewy. 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. That's what I have in here. I have not mixed it up. I needed it in layers to see what I was telling you. So I'm gonna just do a quick stir, and then we're gonna fold this part in. So this part does not go through and use your hand mixer or your kitchen, whatever type of mixer you have, you're gonna be folding this part in. And then I'll just keep my fork nearby for the end. So now I've got it all, well, mostly mixed up. We got it. So here we go. I want you to take a look at that batter. It's all very nice, silky smooth. You can see the yellow color of it. So I'm gonna add some and just start the folding process. Nice and easy. So you'll see this comes together quickly. You'll need a 9x13 pan. Well, that's for the thicker bars. So you can do a 12x16 if you want them a little bit thinner. They make 24 bars either way. They'll look bigger if you use the 12x16, but then they'll be flatter, or shorter and thicker if you use a 9x13 pan, which is what I'm using. This is standard cake pan. So pretty easy, almost got that in here. So a little bit to top out. And then it says 1 cup of chocolate chips and 1 cup of chopped walnuts or pecans, whatever you want. We don't tend to add a lot of nuts to our baked goods, unless I know that my daughter's not gonna eat it. And I think she will eat these. So since she will eat these, I'm not gonna add nuts. So I'm gonna tell you my little swap out for that. Just a little something different for flavoring. So everything is all nicely mixed. It's just been folded in. Okay, so I am doing the 1 cup of, these are lilies. They're stevia sweetened. But I am not doing the chopped walnuts or pecans or whatever type of nut you like. And I'm not doing a full cup either. I want to make sure that I can kind of lower the calories a little bit. Nuts have more calories than this. So I'm doing a 1/2 cup of white chocolate lilies. Lilies makes a white chocolate as well. And I thought that would just be like a nice little hint every once in a while in your bites. So only half the amount, but a white chocolate. So, and you can choose dark chocolate, milk chocolate, semi-sweet, Lily's, Bake Believe, Chalk Zero, they all make a bunch of them, and they're all stevia sweetened, which is great. So it keeps your carb count at 0 because you get your total carbs minus your fiber. And when you do your total carbs and your fiber, you'll see that they're the same, so it zeroes each other out. That's one of the things I like about that. So this is ready. Now, oven's been preheated. For the 12x16, they recommend a parchment lined pan. But for a 9x13 cake pan, they do not. So I don't know if you can tell it's shiny. They just recommend it being very greased. So hopefully I have really, really buttered it up. In fact, there's some butter right there. I'm gonna wipe up real quick because I don't want to put it directly onto the oven rack. Alrighty, so we're just gonna pour this in, and it lasts 5 days in the refrigerator. You do need to put these in the refrigerator. You can always warm them up for a few seconds in the microwave, or take them out a little bit at room temperature, or eat them cold. Cookie bars are cookie bars. I'm gonna be testing one with you guys warm, because I don't know about you, but it's kind of like brownies. You gotta have them when they're fresh out of the oven. So that's how I'll be doing my taste test with you guys, just so y'all know. All right. So that's it. Make sure it's nice and then, oh, so it's 5 days in the fridge. It's only 3 weeks though, guys, in the freezer. So that's why I said I'm gonna cut this in half, and then I'll make some bars for us each to have 1 a day for the next 3 to 4 days. Not enough to get too tired of them. And then I'm gonna cut the other half and put it in a 1 gallon Ziploc bag. I won't even cut them into bars just yet. And I will save half for next week. And that way I'll already have my sweet for next week done. So, looks pretty good. They look nice and thick. Love the way that they look. All right, so that's that. They look amazing. And so I really think that hint with the chewiness, like I said, it's gonna be the mixture of the cream cheese and the xanthan gum. I will keep you posted. We're gonna cook anywhere from 30 to 35 minutes or until it comes out almost clean. And that's the key, almost clean. And then we'll take it out of the oven and remove it from heat to finish letting it cool, because cookies naturally continue cooking in the pan. So don't wait for it to be fully clean. At almost clean, take them out, and I will see you when they're done. All right, let me just tell you, I cannot hold them right now. They're that hot, but I said I was gonna have a warm one. They look amazing. Bring it up close to you. Absolutely amazing. Nice rise to them. You'll like it. I'm totally right. You cannot taste the cream cheese at all. Totally believe that and the xanthan helps. I'm gonna highly recommend mixing up the sugars. It does taste more Toll Housey that way. And so if you like that Toll House chocolate chip cookie bar, it's the way to go. Now I have to tell myself I can only have one. Only one. All right, guys, these were great. The recipe will be down in the description below. Just tap on the word more and it will pop up for you. And until next time, I hope you enjoy. Bye.